Hello everyone and welcome to another News Coolum video. I came down here to San Luis Obispo to check out a Ford Ranger electric truck that is still in fully functioning running condition. It's been updated and upgraded. Lanny up in Eugene, Oregon, he does rebuilds of these Ford Ranger electrics. So this one actually has lithium iron phosphate cells in it, 60 amp hour Fortune cells. So it's still functioning, still has a working range of about 50 miles. And yeah, so I came down to check it out because Lanny's builds are very similar to the builds that I'm looking to do with my own Ford Ranger electrics with the Orion BMS and rebuilding the pack with lithium iron phosphate cells and a spoof for the battery management system that's native to the Ford Ranger electric. So George was kind enough to let me come down and check out his truck. So I wanted to do a little drive of a functioning truck while mine still are not functioning. Just to throw it out there, George is interested in selling his truck. And so I wanted to provide him a little bit more coverage. So I know some people on the channel have actually commented and mentioned that they'd be interested in possibly owning a truck like this and maybe restoring it and fixing it up. Refreshing the batteries, and everything else appears to be in functioning condition for a 20-year-old electric truck. So let's check it out. Let's make sure we are safe. And it doesn't have an on button.
Yeah, like the new ones, right? Yeah.
Okay, so it's already gears on, right? Yeah. So this is the Android Auto with torque.
Yes,
and it's Torque Pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a
pumpkin.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, and you found this to be pretty good, pretty useful.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then now one of the things is, just for full disclosure, you did say that this was kicking up some power.
So under heavy acceleration, the power limit light comes on.
Okay.
So normally around town driving, it's not an issue. Once in a while, if I get on the freeway and I put my foot down really heavy on the accelerator, it'll come on. And then it's just limited. I don't have that pep that you normally have with an electric.
Okay.
So Lanny had mentioned that he thought that was just that it's the original equipment that came with these.
Yeah, and like I said, I think my opinion on it is I think these trucks really need 200 amp hour batteries if you can get them for lithium.
Yeah.
Some people have done a Tesla battery swap, and those have higher power, and so even if it's a smaller battery, it tends to be able to manage it a little bit better. So fuel gauge, it looks like we're full.
Yep.
And then, again, also, this has an aftermarket charger on it that we should talk about. It has an Elcon 3.3 kilowatt charger that will accept 120 and 240.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm guessing, based on the numbers I saw, it should take about overnight to charge, right?
Yeah. So typically, it's an around town vehicle for me, so it's easy to charge this up pretty quickly. Okay. The fuel indicator on the dash is frozen right there. It doesn't show anything. Okay. So what I use is this screen here.
Okay.
And then also track my miles.
Okay, so we currently have 91.5%. percent.
Yeah.
Okay. And the high cell is 3.3. And then for those not familiar with lithium iron phosphate, 3.3 is, it's hard to tell when it's at 3.3. It could be full or it could be close to empty. It's a very little variance. So, and then this is the current draw. So about 3 amps. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's just, if you don't mind, let's just drive around the block for.
Let's do it.
Okay. Now I'm just driving this like a standard F-150 that I have. So drive is just the standard.
Sure, and then with the E, the economy is I think it does a little bit more of the regenerative braking.
Right.
Yeah.
And it does have a speed limiter of about, so it automatically starts. So it has what they call creep, right? So, and then if we go into E, and it shows the econ mode there, it still has the creep. So this will always operate as though it has creep. Okay. And then I just wanted to make sure, I guess the brake is off. Okay. I'm familiar with Fords, so it's yeah, this is nice for me to have a chance to actually drive it, just to kind of see how it operates. And there is some engine noise, and I don't think, I shouldn't say engine noise, motor noise, and I think it's more maybe the pumps. So, okay, sorry. All right, I know those are kind of big bumps. So, and then the regen is blended, right? It is blended with the brake pads, I believe, or the brake pedal. So, coming around, and we're just driving a little bit around San Luis Obispo here. People will get in your way.
Like everywhere.
Yeah, like everywhere. So, I'm not really going to go for a big, long drive with this. I just more want to get a feel for the vehicle, kind of showcase it running. All right. So I don't want to push it too hard again because we know that the cells are a little bit underpowered. Now, do you want me to just drive a block, or do you want me to...
Do what you're comfortable with.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just try... I usually only know this area with navigation. Luckily, we're here with a local. So, and have you noticed the speedometer to be fairly accurate?
It is, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So we are doing about 45, and that's what I made sure to do with my own Ranger, is to make sure that I got the stock tire size, because I didn't want to have to deal with this does have a maximum speed. Okay, and see, the power limit is on even right now at
that was
40.
probably our acceleration when we took off.
Okay, and once it triggers, it stays on?
Yeah.
Okay. This does have a max speed of 75, right?
I don't know what the max is. I've never taken it over maybe 65.
Okay, so this has mostly just been kept as a city truck then?
Yeah, it hauls things around for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But I mean, it drives very much like I said, I'm very much a Ford truck guy, so it drives very much like a Ford truck would drive. only electric.
No surprise there, right?
Yeah, no surprise there. So
taking the next right, take us back.
At the light, right? Yeah. Okay, so good. So yeah, we're just doing a nice little loop around town. I mean, I think this is a pretty well put together truck. I would say, if anything, it might operate more closely to an early Tesla than some of the modern electric cars. So the lack of the one pedal driving and just the way it kind of handles acceleration and everything else. So now the other thing is too, these trucks, even at the most powerful, the motor is only about 120 horsepower. So it's not like a super powerful vehicle, but at the same time it's very capable given the weight and the size of the truck. So okay, yeah, no, I mean, this is really great. I'm just this is sort of the moment I've been looking for with my own trucks as I restore them. So I think, George, I can't remember if I said this on camera, and just turn on the lights, but I'm very much mirroring or attempting to mirror my build after what Lanny does with these, following some of his how-tos. So this is very much what I'm looking to achieve with my own truck, just slightly higher energy capacity in the battery, so a little bit longer range. So
if there's a drawback to this particular build, it's the range.
I would say the range, or like I said, I would worry that the batteries are undersized for what the truck is going to ask it to do. So if anybody who wanted to invest in a little bit larger battery, they could, and basically do a direct swap with lithium iron phosphate, and it would address all of those issues, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and this has 104 cells, right?
Yes.
So,
this is your left here.
left here. Oh yeah. I thought we had already gone by, but no, we hadn't. This is the this is the entrance, and yeah, luckily I'm very familiar with this after coming to this charger so many times over the years. This has been, yeah. Now, have you had a chance to test it out on some of the public chargers with their level 2, or is it always like charging at home?
We charge at home. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Being an around town car, it's really a simple thing.
Yeah.
We just have recently put solar in, so
okay.
It makes sense to do it at home.
Yeah. So, but overall, yeah. I mean, I love it. I think it's for anybody who needs like a light duty city truck, right, to haul things around. I think this is a great option, right? And you don't have to wait for a Ford Lightning,
Right, yeah.
or Chevy Silverado EV or whatever. So, okay, this is, I mean, well, and then here we go. We returned with, well, that's saying,
so you're looking at it's starting to climb back up. So I would just keep an eye on what the battery, what the whole pack has here. That's the way I look at that.
Yeah, and so I think part of what might be doing this is an estimate, right? And like we were talking about the voltages for lithium iron phosphate, they vary so little that it's really hard for a program like Torque to really know what the state of charge is. And that's yeah. So like you said, anytime I think you put a load, you're going to probably see that drop. But like you said. This is the pack voltage right now, 142.6, and the nominal voltage for these packs is 320 to 330. So as long as you're above 310 to 320 volts at a pack level, you should be okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, this is great. Yeah, let's. Thank you for the ride, George.
You're welcome. I'm pleased that you were interested enough in it to come down.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Again, George is looking to sell this to someone who's really interested in preserving this as an electric truck, this is an electric vehicle. If you would like to reach out to him, I included his video channel in my description below. Send him a direct message, let him know that you're interested, and you can work things out with him. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and thank you for watching.